how an easy extreme Neiman took me 155,000 attempts.
This is...
Alright, I don't even have to watch the video. I know exactly why it took him 155,000 attempts. Let's just rewind this real quick, chat. I need you guys to just look at this. What is this icon, bro? What is this? I already know why he didn't beat it. I don't even have to watch the video now. I already know.
Doing something that just 5 months prior I thought was impossible. And this is the final obstacle in my way before I proved
That's a cool visual. I like that.
And myself that I'm capable of beating hard levels despite my disadvantages. So, how did we get here?
Wow.
I was 9 years old, having a sleepover with my friends. We were chilling in my family's game room when my friend pulled out his iPad and, started playing a mobile game. Can you guess what that game was?
Geometry Dash! I know this one! I know this one! I know this game!
After that, he opened a silly little game called Geometry Dash.
Yeah, there we go.
He was pretty good at it too. He got
I like the editing.
20% almost every attempt, which was just mind-boggling to me. I borrowed his tablet and tried playing it, but I couldn't get past the third pillar in Stereo Madness, the easiest level in the game. Actually, Back on Track is the easiest. If you told me at that time that 7 years later I would be able to beat the level he was playing in only 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4... You know what? Never mind. A few years later, I downloaded Geometry Dash.
I see, Slayer. Do you approve of the finger dashing?
iPod Touch, just to see if I
could
could
get
get
an iPod Touch.
To my surprise, I was able to beat Stereo Madness after a few weeks. And to this day, I still get nervous at the triple spike.
Don't we all, bro?
At that point, I thought, well, that's where it ends. There's no way I can beat the second level since it's so much harder. But I decided to try anyways. Once I beat Back on Track, I thought I'd never be able to beat any normal levels.
But then he did it!
But surely I wouldn't be able to beat base after base. Surely I wouldn't be able to beat any harder levels. To beat a purple face level, to beat club
purple face, bro, a purple face level? What?
Medium demon. Surely I won't be able to beat 9 circles.
Okay, well, 9 circles is freaking hard, bro. Yo, I like his editing.
And here we are today. But throughout all those successes, one thing became increasingly noticeable. It took me way longer than the average person to beat levels. Doctors have told me in the past that I have unusually low reaction time and fine motor skills.
Oh, so he has like an actual reason. Wait, this is interesting, chat. Wait.
At least when it comes to complex things like sports. Which explains
Look, I'm bad at sports too.
7,000
Chat, I'm bad at sports. Is that why I'm... Well, I wouldn't say I'm bad at Geometry
on
Dash.
club step, over 1,000 attempts on.
Wait, how much?
Why I spent 7,000.
Oh, I didn't even spend that much. I spent 3,000 on club step.
Club step, over 1,000 attempts on B, and 20,000 attempts on 9 circles.
Oh wow!
But one day I had free time in school, and I decided to play the last wave of the popular extreme demon Cataclysm. To my surprise, I actually got pretty far in the wave, pretty consistently.
Yeah, this wave is like everybody can do this wave.
The first one is literally hell.
No, the first wave in Cataclysm is so bad.
Now is a good time to introduce you to Cataclysm. Cataclysm is a legendary extreme demon popularized as the first extreme demon to ever be verified legitimately. It was verified by Giron, or if you're still in the first stage of grief from his hacking allegations, Cyclic.
Riot, it's been 8 years. You need to let go.
He is not a cheater, and I have proof. Cyclic, this one's for you!
So, let's go through the different parts of Cataclysm one by one. The first cube is pretty easy. Even I can do it every time.
Unless I'm glancing at someone's Discord screen share, it's not what it looks like, I swear.
The first wave right after the cube, though, is actually insane. It's the hardest part of the level, and even at the end,
Nah, bro, this wave in Cataclysm is so bad, bro. It is so bad.
At an average of once every 3
like,
or
yeah,
4
like,
attempts.
Like, yeah, Cataclysm is like one of the easiest extreme demons, but then there's this wave.
Took me a few
this mini wave is insane.
The first wave my first time. Then we have the drop. The first ship is pretty straightforward, except for some reason there are invisible mini portals, and I swear.
Yo, Gone Raw Will, bro, thank you for the 2.
For the long.
And Benchford, thank you for 2 as well. Straight A's.
This
Nice.
time. Then we have this really basic
Bro, that
wave.
ship
I died
makes
there
me mad.
786 times, and then we have this ball.
Whoa,
really
run that
basic
back?
wave. I died there
Wow.
786 times, and then we have this ball. Now, this ball is pretty easy, except for this triple click right here. I have to click here 3 times in very quick succession in order to get past. And as I said, my fine motor skills are horrible, so it was incredibly difficult for me to perform those 3 precise, quick clicks.
This is so interesting. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, not everybody like knows this. Motor skills are like your brain like moving your body around. Like me reaching my arm out, grab my camera, grab my light, grab that. But like not everybody is born equally. Like some people have like really good motor skills, and that's why they're good at like sports and stuff like that. And some people don't, and that's why they're not good at sports. And this guy, for example, he's saying he has low motor skills according to his doctor, which means it's probably harder for him to like click fast because his body just like the brain doesn't get to the finger as fast as the average human. I think that's what he's saying. So that's interesting because like
Incredibly
in all honesty,
to perform those 3
this ball part, like most people don't really have a problem with. So it's just really interesting to see. And I respect this guy for like still doing it anyways.
Consistent. Then we go past the rest of the ball and get to the UFO. And I swear to God, this pink orb
it's a bad
is
pink
the
orb.
spawn of Satan. I died there so many times early on. Luckily,
I don't doubt it.
Eventually I got consistent. Consistent. Never mind. And then we have the ship at 40.
Bro, this ship got to be impossible for him. You have to click so fast.
Oh boy. This 2-second long segment prevented me from beating the level for over 2 extra months.
I don't doubt that at all, bro.
I just could not pass the thing. It was so inconsistent. But more on that later. After the 40% ship, there's a decently difficult cube, and then from there, it's easier than the beginning of the level. Don't get me wrong though, the second half of the level is still really hard.
Still an extreme.
I won't be going over those individual parts because they're not super important to this story. You know,
Since I rarely got there at all.
so as I was saying, once I got home from school, I decided to try and beat the level starting at the last wave. And I died to the GG sign.
Okay, now what was that ship? Is this guy just throwing?
Wave.
What is that? Is that even a real? Yo, Chad, thanks for the 2. What is that ship?
And I died to the GG sign.
This guy got some interesting icon choices.
A few
What is
months after
that?
that, I did the run, and I decided to try and play from the second half of the ship at 70%. It took me hundreds of attempts, but eventually I got past
Okay, this ship is really hard.
the first obstacle. And then I managed to get past the second one. And after a few thousand attempts, I made it to the last wave. Eventually, I did 69 to 100. And then I
It's a really good
decided,
video.
screw it. I'll play from the beginning of the last ship. And many attempts later, and I mean many attempts later, I did that to 100%. So finally, I decided to go 1 start position back and play from 51%. For the next few weeks of summer break, I had one goal: get 51 to 100 on Cataclysm. Then drop the level forever. It
What?
took me weeks and 40,000 attempts, but eventually I did it. And that would have been where it ended. But a few months ago,
Wow.
and by a few months
Yeah, I'm
ago,
gonna open up
I
the
mean
chest
a few
soon.
months ago as the time I started this video. How long ago was that? But a few months ago, I sat down and said, screw it. I'm gonna play from 18% and see how far I can get. So for the next 2 weeks, I played the first, much harder half of the level.
Bro,
And
that
after
ship right there is like so hard. I hate it, bro.
100,000 total attempts, including the ones from earlier, I got to 51% from the drop. Meaning that once I got to the drop from 0 a few hours later, I would have the level in 3 runs. And
Wow.
it was at this point that I finally realized, hey, maybe I can actually do this. So then began my grind to actually beat Cataclysm. At first, progress was slow. I mean, the whole time progress
Bro,
was
this is
slow.
like-
But hey, look, it only took me a week to get to 40%. Surely I'll beat it soon.
That ship
Famous
is
last
impossible,
words.
bro.
Then, finally, over 2 months after I first got to the 40 ship, I got to 51% from 0. Meaning I had the level in only 2 runs.
Thank you. Holy shit, thank you.
He's not even mad he died at 53, bro. He's just happy.
And after that, it felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I became less angry and was able to make more progress. Soon I ended up getting not only to the 64% ship, but halfway through it
This
too.
part is so hard. Oh my god, he's so nervous, man.
70, Jesus Christ, I got 70. I got
Yo,
to like...
pause. Why does he have so many geometry dashes? What the heck? Bro, he has like a million geometry dashes. Hey, I respect it. It's a good game.
The last ship.
Unfortunately, for the entirety of December after that, there was almost no progress. Right before the new year, though, me and my friends in a voice
Why he
chat
blue?
decided to make a challenge where I had to beat the Cataclysm 40% ship 5 times in a row.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is a strat. This is why I made Vortrox Wave Trials, Vortrox Ship Trials. It's to get, if it's a part you're stuck at, do it 5
Honestly,
times in a row.
I think that practice of the 40% ship
It
was
did.
what allowed me to beat the level so quickly after that.
Exactly, bro.
Finally, after over 4 months of grinding and almost a year of playing the level on and off, I did this.
This is a good video, bro. Bro, he keeps getting so close to dying. Yo, Jill, thanks for the $1. He did the ship. You know, I'm very, look, so normally in this part, right, you jump, hit this orb, and you're up here, and then you jump again, hit this orb, and then you're down here. Interestingly, he's just jumping and not hitting any of the orbs. I didn't even know you could do that. And that's actually better for him, too, because then he doesn't have to worry about having to click fast. That's interesting. I can't get over that ship, though. That's a weird ship choice.
Oh my god.
Don't fumble. Hey, let's go!
Oh my god.
Wait,
I think
you
you're
actually
gonna...
beat it?
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Holy crap. He did it, man. W.
Geometrician.
Wait. Yo, this happened to me when I beat Cataclysm 2. I got all 3 quests. How do you get the achievement? Don't you? Isn't this like an early achievement? I'm surprised you got
an
that.
achievement. Let's go. Oh my god, was it?
That's awesome, bro. Yo, what's with the cursor? Why does he have like a double layered cursor?
I felt like I was gonna pass out for a second there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And that, my friends, is how I beat an extreme demon, even with my skill issue. I hope
Quite
this
literally.
video can inspire some of you to never give up and chase your dreams.
Yeah,
even if
so
it
true, bro.
feels like everyone else chasing those same dreams is better than you.
That is honestly so true. Because every now and then it gets in my head. I'm like, man, I'm really spending like 3 months to beat Time Extreme. And then like Zoink beats it 2 hours after I verify it. It's like I could be offended by that. I could sit there and be like, man, I just suck at geometry. I should quit. But I don't think that. I just think, you know what? This is my achievement. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just do what you gotta do. No, it don't matter if other people are doing it faster or better. If you're doing it at all.
Now that I've
That's
beaten
just how
the
it is.
extreme demon, I think I'm gonna take a break for a while.
Nah, bro, beat Bloodbath.
Because
No, I'm playing.
There's no way I'd be able to beat any other extreme, right? Especially not one that's...
Hear me out. What's this guy's name? RGC Exist. You could probably beat Misty Mountains. That level's not very click heavy. It's just like timings. I feel like you can beat
even
that extreme.
harder than Cataclysm.
Oh, he's actually going for Bloodbath? No. What? Yo, I'm subscribing to him. That was awesome. Bro, this is a great video, chat. Yo, go watch this video yourself and like give this dude a subscribe.